This is a full guide for the No Man's Sky Expedition Relics, which will end on the 7th of May. And of course there's two ways to start it. One of the ways is to call in the anomaly and head inside, and head to the kiosk at the back. You can also start from a fresh save, but my preferred method is to start from the kiosk. So make sure that the ship and the multi-tool that you want to take with you into the expedition is selected. But before starting the expedition, it's advised to go to as many pirate stations as you can. So once you've loaded into your save, go to your teleporter and go to the pirate stations. They're indicated with a little skull. Then go to the contraband agent and pick up as many suspicious packets, arms and trade. Then head back to the teleporter and go to another pirate space station and repeat that process as much as you can. Now that you've got all the stuff that you need to take with you into the expedition, it's also advised to store your personal refiner. The button to do that is different for every platform, but hover over it, it should give you the prompt. And as usual, this is all the stuff I took with me. Most of it I didn't use. It's at double speed and the tainted metal is there just in case. Okay, it's time to start the expedition. As soon as you start the expedition, the first thing you have to do is make sure that multiplayer and PvP is off, just double check. If you started from the kiosk, you won't have access to any of your stuff until you make your first jump. But either way, it's advised to spend a little bit of time on this planet collecting materials. It's also very important to scan as many rocks, plants and animals as you can. And farm as many plants as you can to get the carbon and the condensed carbon. And mine as many rocks as you can for the ferret dust and the chromatic metal. And kill as much hazardous flora as you can as well. And shoot as many blue crystals as you can for the hydrogen. And if you find a cave, scan the rocks there and also shoot them. And remember to scan the cave marrow and shoot that as well to convert into sodium. And sometimes in caves you'll find stuff that you can collect to sell. And don't forget to scan the tiny little rocks as well. Collect more dihydrogen. And if you shoot enough hazardous fauna, you'll get the uprooting milestone nice and early. If you come across any settlements, collect the machinery. And of course, search any buildings as well for stuff. And don't forget to collect any of the boxes around the waypoint and collect the rusted metal because that's useful. Like I said earlier, scan everything. Then get into your ship, which will give you the Echoes of the Past milestone. And you'll notice with this expedition, you don't have to repair your ship. Now it's time to craft the portal refiner and start using it. Or better still, collect your milestones and install your personal refiner. So the first thing I want to do is change the marrow bulbs into sodium. While I'm waiting for that to be done, collect more materials. Then refine the rusted metal into ferret dust. Then craft the materials to make a signal booster and put that down. Then select the Expedition Admission milestone. So when you interact with the signal booster, you get the surge battery option. Select that, which has highlighted the next location. It's also advised to make lots of Starship launcher fuel at this point. If it's a fresh start and not a kiosk start, I'd make a lot of them. Okay, let's get into a ship and head to the next location. As you can see, it's an ancient ruin. And what you want to do is scan the ground for 3 artifact fragments, dig them up. And when you've got the 3 keys, go to the large artifact cache. And that will pop the milestone. Oh, and it's really important to collect all your milestones as you go along, because a lot of them will give you materials that you need for further milestones. But don't leave the planet just yet. Use your visor to find some nearby copper. And mine as much as that as you possibly can. In fact, I would go to several locations to save you a bit of time later on, especially if you've made a fresh save start. Kiosk starts, you just need to go to 2 locations. Then refine that copper into chromatic metal. And you probably already have the personal refiner at this point, so make sure you've installed that so you don't have to use the portable one. It's also worth crafting as many warp cells as you possibly can. Fresh start, lots of them. Kiosk start, just a couple. Now it's time to get into your ship and head into space. And with a new feature, we can now select the planet that we want to go to. So mark the planet with the ancient bones, the cold one, and head there. And as soon as you land, scan as many rocks, trees and animals as you can. And that will give you the Rock Hound milestone. And the Descendants milestone. Then you want to use a scanner to find the fossil beds and go to that location. And dig up the ancient bones, and I advise you to do this quite a few times on this planet. I didn't, and if I collected about 20 here, it'd have saved me a lot of effort later on. Then you want to disturb the eye to trigger the rock monsters, which you have to kill. Which will give you the Do Not Disturb milestone. Now select the Dig 1 milestone and head into space. Head to the space station, get out and then back into your ship at the space station, so it's in your log, then go outside, go into the galactic map and make your first jump. When you jump to your first system, you'll notice the path is quite far away, so you've got 2 options here. You can buy mods at the space station to upgrade your warp drive so you can jump further, or if you started at the kiosk, you can call in the anomaly. If you started with a kiosk, you can now collect your materials. Now pick up the stuff that you require to turn into nanites. Open them up in your personal storage, so when you go and speak to the guy at the back of the anomaly, you can now sell all those mods to him to get nanites. And now you can pick up a copy of your ship and your multi-tool to take with you for the rest of the journey. But make sure to copy this purple Atlanta drive into your new ship, from the ship that they gave you at the start. And now you can do the long jump to the rendezvous point. When you get to the rendezvous point, first thing you do is head to the space station, get out and then back into your ship. Then head to the first dig site. When you land on the planet, you're probably going to have to use your sweep scanner to find the location. Speak to the wee guy to get the dig milestone. Don't forget to pop the milestone to get the rewards. Dig up the nearby bone to get the junior field agent milestone. It might take a few seconds to pop. The junior field agent milestone didn't pop. It means you don't have enough bones, so you're going to have to go and collect them before that does. Then put down the avian fossil display. Then install the bones into the fossil display. And this is why earlier I said you should collect as many bones as you could from that planet, because it's going to save you a lot of effort later. And I don't think it's really that important, but I like to match what it's showing me in the display as close as possible. And you get the Ancient Avian milestone. And that's all of Phase 1 done. For Phase 2, select the Dig 2 milestone, head into space, go into the galactic map, and head to the next rendezvous point. Head to the space station, get out and then back into your ship to register it. And then head to the dig site location. As soon as you land near the site, use your sweep scanner to find the exact location. Speak to the wee guy to get the milestone. Dig up that bone at that location. And as you can see, the second one hasn't popped because I don't have all of the bones that I need. If you collected them all earlier, you would not have this problem. But select the bite-sized milestone. And use your sweep scanner to find the buried caches. And when you've dug them up, pop them to analyse the data, and then use your sweep scanner to find the further 4 that you require. And that's the bite-sized milestone done. For me, I'm going to head into space, mark the planet with the ancient bones, and then head there. But even though you got about 20 ancient bones from the planet earlier, it's still worth getting another 20-30 from this planet as well. Because for a milestone much later on, you have to collect about 80 of them, so this will save you a lot of hassle and grindiness later. And now we can assemble a bipedal fossil, which will give you the bygone milestone. But then we have to return to the wee guy that we saw earlier, because the associate field agent milestone won't pop until you return to him. Now all we have to do is the domestic relatives milestone. So just find some animal nearby, you should have some creature pellets, if not craft some more, then adopt your companion and that milestone is done. And that's everything in phase 2 done as well. It's also a good time to move all your bones to your ship for more storage so you can collect more bones. For phase 3, select the Dig 3. Get into your ship, head into space, go into the galactic map and head to the next rendezvous point. As soon as you get there, head to the space station, get out and then your ship, then leave the space station. And then head to the dig site. And this time I found it straight away. Speak to the wee guy to get the Dig 3 milestone. Dig up the bone at the camp. And as you'll notice, I got the senior field agent straight away because I got a nice collection of bones. And of course, don't forget to pop your milestones as you go along. And if you haven't already, scan more plants on this planet. Put down the quadruped fossil display. Place the bones inside it to create your fossil. And that will give you the former forelegs milestone. Head into space. Head to the planet with ancient bones. Scan more plants if you need to get the milestone for scanning 50 new plants. I went to quite a few planets to get the Snapshot In Time milestone, but what you want to do is go to this barren planet with the cactus flesh, and when you land at a camp, just wait a few minutes and a nice batch of creatures will spawn, so throw down some creature pellets, go into camera mode in your quick menu, and then use the controller, not a shortcut, to take the picture. In other words, take the picture manually to get the milestone. And here's the planet again where I got Snapshot In Time milestone. Then collect the rewards for the Snapshot In Time milestone, so you get the fishing rig. Install the fishing rig. Then select the poisonous plant, the one with the ancient bones on it. Head there, then find a nice big batch of water. And when you do a bit of fishing, if the water depth is not over 50 U, move to a different location. When you found a nice bit of deep water, use your quick menu to install your bionic lure, and then you're going to spend anything up to a few minutes to half an hour fishing. But eventually you'll catch the whispering bonefish, and that'll be the living fossils milestone done. And don't forget to release all your fishies to get the nanites. And as you can see, that's a lot of fishies I had to release. Right, all we have to do now is head into space and head to the space station. If there's anything you don't need, go to the terminal to sell it. But head round the back on the right. Interact with the fossil collector. Select the bone that you want. And then you have to select 2 to 3 of your bones to exchange for it. But as you can see, I just selected one, left the menu and got the milestone anyway. It's a glitch that's probably going to get fixed, but either way, that's an arm for a leg milestone done. Of course, that's all the milestones done for phase 3, so all we have to do is collect the rewards. And for phase 4, we have to select the Dig 4. Head into space and head to the rendezvous point. Go to the space station, get out and then get back into your ship. Leave the space station and head to the dig site. As soon as you land near the location, use your sweeps camera and head to the camp. Speak to the wee guy to get the Dig 4 milestone. Dig up the bone at the camp. Select the deeper underground milestone. Dig a hole deep down and then dig up as much rock as you can, just go in circles. You can use the flattened ground one to increase the amount you're mining, but just make sure that you're underground when you're doing all your mining, and eventually the deep underground milestone will pop. And don't forget to collect your milestones so you can get the rewards to build your next fossil. Then place down your reptilian fossil display and assemble your fossil to get the reassembled reptile milestone. Then select the heavy stock milestone. Then you want to craft a nutrient processor. And then you want to refine some bones into softened marrow. You need 2 of them. And then to make the bone broth, you have to put the softened marrow 1 in each slot. And that's the Hearty Stock milestone done. Then go into space and then call in the anomaly. At the anomaly, go to the back and speak to Kronos. Then present food for critique and give him a bone to eat, and that will be the Bone Appetit milestone done. And if you haven't already, you're still going to have to get another 80 bones to complete Phase 4. But as you notice at this rendezvous point, the planet with the ancient bones is a water world. It's pointless going there. So select Phase 5 Dig Site 5, go into space, go into the galactic map and head to the rendezvous point. When you get to the rendezvous point, go to the space station, get out of your ship, get back into your ship, leave the space station. Go to the discoveries and look for the planet with the bones. Select that planet and then head there. And then when you're on that planet, select the Archaeologist milestone in Phase 4 and use your sweep scanner to find the bone locations. You can also do the Stone Ghost milestone on this planet at this point as well, which is in Phase 5, but I'll come back to that later. But after collecting the 80 fossils, you'll have the Archaeologist milestone. And that's everything for Phase 4 done. All you have to do now is collect your rewards. Now for Phase 5, select the Dig Site 5. Head into space and head to the dig site. When you're near the location, get out your ship and use a sweep scanner to find the exact points. Then go up to the wee guy and interact with them. Dig up the bone at the camp. Of course, collect your milestones. Place down the protoform fossil display. Assemble your fossil, and that will give you the fixed Forerunner milestone. Then select Nose in the Dirt milestone. Find a nice group of creatures and throw down creature pellets. Collecting the poop as you go along and then throw down more creature pellets until you've got all 20. And that's Nose in the Dirt milestone done. Then next up is Writing in the Stone milestone. When that's selected, the sweep scanner will show you the locations. Of course, you're going to have to find 5 of the locations to get that milestone. And when you've been to 5 locations, that'll be the Written in Stone milestone done. And hopefully you did what I said earlier and you've already got the Stone Ghosts milestone. If not, head back to the dusty planet with the ancient bones. Use your sweep scanner to find the location. Then pick up the eye to get the rock monsters. And then kill the rock monsters to get the Stone Ghosts milestone. Then go back into space and head to the space station. And then at the space station, head to the Galactic Trade Terminal and sell all of your bones. And that will give you the Rag and Bones milestone. And that's all the milestones for Phase 5 done. At this point, it's really worth selling everything that you don't want to take back with you to your main save if you used the kiosks to start this expedition. And remember to visit one of the merchants to sell all your unwanted mods as well. And then leave the space station and call in the anomaly and head inside. When you've landed inside the anomaly, now you can collect the big gold badge at the end. And don't do what I do, make sure you've selected your new multi-tool before doing this. The one you got as a reward in this expedition, as that means you've got the possibility of having a couple of them on your main save. And for those that started with the kiosk, you can now return to the kiosk, transfer all the stuff that you want to take back with you to your main save, end the expedition, then all the rewards, the units, the nanites, the quicksilver all gets transferred over to your main save. And then you can go to the quicksilver merchant to get all the rewards that hasn't transferred over. Then after the quicksilver merchant, you can go back to the kiosk to get all the items that you want to copy back into your main save. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, hit that like and subscribe button, and the bell thingy. And of course, thank you for watching. See you all later.